morning. Yes, there's still 10 minutes left of this morning, so it is a good morning. It's Monday again. I've just been to do my food shop and I'm going to show you again little festive Christmassy things that I've picked up because I quite enjoyed that last week. It made me feel like I'd made some progress in getting some Christmas things for Christmas. Tea lights, because I have lots of Christmas candle holders that I don't have tea lights for. So these are actually a really good price from Aldi's, and I've not seen them sell plain tea lights before either. So I was like that, get in my basket. Thank you very much. A Christmas cider. It's the first time I've come across a Christmas cider this year. This one's got some sort of like shimmery stuff in it, and it says shake before opening, and I'm like, yeah, but surely if I shake it, it's just gonna like explode absolutely everywhere. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's all there where it hasn't been mixed. And then the idea is that you get like a shimmery, that's what makes it Christmassy. Like a cider in itself isn't actually that Christmassy. But it's the glitter mixed berry cider, 4% volume. So I thought I would give that a go because it looks quite fun. Another packet of the snowman and snow dog toilet paper because I had to crack into a packet of mine for the downstairs toilet just this morning actually. So I thought I'd pick up another one to make sure that we last all the way through to Christmas Day. I thought these were cool. So jumbo pigs in blankets flavour puffs, and straight up on the front of the packet it says vegan. So that's a massive bag, and I thought that that was a quite fun thing to have. You know, sometimes like you have like picky bits before Christmas dinner or after Christmas dinner, or in the build up to Christmas you have people over, so but you still want like Christmassy style stuff. That's what these are for. Kind of Christmassy, but only Christmassy because of the packaging and maybe the colour of the sprinkles. But we've got some Oggs mini vanilla cupcakes. So I'm not actually a massive fan of these, but I know that Hamish will eat them just because it's a cake. So we've got some Christmas parties coming up next week because I take Hamish to several different play groups. So I know that we've got at least 3 Christmas parties, and we've been to like parties with them before. So say if they're breaking up for Easter, the Easter holidays and stuff, they've done like a little party and they've handed out like party food, like chocolate buttons, cakes, sweeties and stuff like that. And then there's never anything for Hamish. And they're like, oh, we'll know for next time. We'll find him something. And then they never do. They come and they're like, oh, I couldn't find anything for Hamish. There just wasn't anything in the supermarkets for him. So now that I know it's going to be happening, I'm going to take cakes with me, so then he doesn't feel like he's missing out and having to sit there without any cakes and chocolate buttons and stuff like that. So there's those. Gingerbread Serene. So this is like, oh gosh, how do you even explain this? What is Serene? Is it like a malt loaf, or it's not like a fruit tea cake? It's more dense than that. A malt loaf, I think, is probably what it is. But yeah, it's the gingerbread version, and they bring it out every Christmas. And these, all the flavours are always vegan straight off the back. So these are really cool. Good for lunch boxes and things like that. But I'm probably going to be the one that's eating them. A no turkey crown. So this is from Sainsbury's. And it's already got the sage and onion melt and herby stuffing in the middle. So I think that's the melt bit. And then I think there's stuffing in the middle of it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I needed to start picking up stuff like this because I haven't got anything for like the main Christmas dinner as such. And it was starting to like freak me out a little bit. Like, what are we going to eat on Christmas Day? So there's that. So this is really cool. So it's a garlic doughball Christmas tree, like you tear and share type of thing. It says vegetarian on the front, and I've double checked the ingredients quite a few times, and it definitely is like accidentally vegan, or they just haven't labelled it as vegan or whatever. But that's really cool. I remember having one of these last year. I'm pretty certain, if I flick back through my vlogs, we had one of these. And I've got a little boy who loves garlic bread. So that's that. Then we've got some spring rolls, but these are from the chilled section rather than from the frozen section. Doesn't make a blind bit of difference because I'm going to freeze these anyway. So that's those. And then we've got an 18-piece Indian snack selection. So these are good for things like the picky party bits. Obviously, if you've got friends coming over prior to Christmas or whatever, or after Christmas, whatever. But maybe as like a Christmas Eve easy dinner type of food. So we'll probably be using stuff like this. So I thought this was like the most exciting purchase for me. It was like, wow, get in my basket type of moment. So this is gingerbread dough. Ready made for me, ready to roll out, ready to cut, ready to cook. So I thought that sounded like big fun. Like we did the gingerbread house last year because I hadn't done one ever in my life, I don't think. And it was a bit of a flop. It was a bit of a pain in the ass. And it ended up being quite hard work. Whereas this sounds like it's going to be easy. So fingers crossed it is. And fingers crossed I've got a gingerbread cookie cutter. If not, I know I've got a heart-shaped one, so it might just have to be gingerbread hearts, which is fine. And that is it for all the festive-y, Christmassy food stuff that I picked up this week. I shall see you later. This is almost becoming a rinse and repeat of last Monday. My partner has just turned up to take over from Holly's after school club, so I'm going to go home and try and read. I got less than a chapter done last week. I'm going to see if I can get more of a chapter done this week. Let's see if there's any Christmas songs on the radio again. This is Christmas. Oh my god, I get emotional already. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear.
This is Magic 100% Christmas.
Ooh, 100% Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. Weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
You're gonna regret saying yes to this.
Hey, Gin Advent calendar o'clock. It's also getting to that stage of Vlogmas where I'm forgetting what day it is, but it's definitely day 9. But I had to double check that before I could confirm. Handy, number 9. Number 9. God, blimey, that hurt my ear. It ripped with so much force. Ooh. Ooh. It's exciting. It's so exciting. Stollen gin. Stollen gin. I have never come across Stollen gin. I am so flippin' excited. Oh my days. So I'm just going to have a consultation with the back of the box. So this is by Batch Distillery, and on the back of my box I've got one that says it's from Batch Distillery, but it says it's orange and cranberry gin. So I can only assume that this is mystery gin number 2. And that there'll be another one in here from Batch Distillery that will be orange and cranberry gin. Because nowhere on the back of here does it have another thing that says Batch Distillery with the Stollen gin. So I'm gonna go with mystery gin number 2. And it's a 40% volume. Oh my goodness, it smells like Stollen. You can get that sort of like dried fruit coming through, like the raisins. And some marzipan. It smells like Stollen. It's amazing. I cannot wait for this. I am genuinely so flipping excited. Oh, and by the way, I'm not having ice in my gin because it's pretty cold already here. I'm like quite cold. And at this time of night, usually we don't have the heating on in the house. And I'm drinking the gin quick enough that it's not like warming up to room temperature. So like this is already feeling cold, and my tonic water has been in the fridge, which makes it cold enough. If it was the summer, I'd absolutely have ice in it. But I remember having ice at winter time in my gin to the point where like it was putting me off having gin because it made me so cold and uncomfortable. It made my hands hurt. And I know that sounds really pathetic, but it did. It made me not want to drink the gin. Whereas I'm finding not having the ice at this time of year is actually working a lot better for me. Right, let's just fill it there to begin with so I can get a good strong taste. Oh, it smells so lovely. It smells so nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so nice. I would happily buy a big bottle of that. This is my favourite so far. I haven't been willing to say that about any of the gins yet. And I've really there's one of them that has stood out to me a lot. But this one is my favourite one so far. Yeah, I'd happily have a big bottle of that. I'm going to definitely go and search where this is or how I can get my hands on this because it is blimmin' lovely. It was so nice. Divine. Perfect. That's like having a dessert at the same time, but without being sickly sweet like a gin liqueur. Really nice. I'm loving that. And that, on that note, I'm going to go sit my bum down, enjoy this and read my book. I'm not. I'm lying. I'm going to go sit down, enjoy this, edit this, then read my book. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.